Jai Shri Mataji. Good morning. Happy Diwali. Let's bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini and put Bandhan. Let us put our attention on the Nabi chakra and let us be in a meditative state. Let's meditate for a while. can slowly open our eyes and watch Shri Mataji's talk.
Why this principle of the Gruhlaxmi was specially created to overcome that hatred, to subdue that icy stuff called hatred, to remove from the minds of the people hatred, this Gruhlaxmi principle was created. How? In the family, when you have a household, the Gruhlaxmi principle has to subdue the hatred between the children, between the husband and the children. But if she herself enjoys her hatred, then how can she subdue it? She is the source of that peace which subdues hatred. Now in India we have joint families. You too have relations like uncles, aunties, this, that. The housewife's job is to smooth out all angularities of people which creates friction. Now the man has to worship a housewife. He said so, yatra narya pujyante tatra ramante devata. Wherever the housewife is respected, there only the gods reside. In our country, I must say, credit must go to the housewives. Because we are no good for economics, no good for politics, administration, hopeless. Menfolk are useless. They don't know any household work or anything. Women have kept it to themselves. But our society's first class is maintained by the women of the household. So the man has to respect the housewife. That's very important. If he does not respect his housewife, there's no possibility of any Gruhlaxmi Tattva being maintained. It's like the preservation of that principle of a housewife. But some men, many of them, think that it is their birthright to ill-treat their wives, to torture them, to say all kinds of things, to be angry, if she is a good woman. But if she is a nagger, if she is a bhoot, then they are subdued, completely subdued. If the wife is a bhoot, then the husband always tries to please her and be extremely kind to her. He knows she is a bhoot after all, be careful. Don't know what time the bhoot will come like a snake on you. And if she knows how to nag or to argument, then also they are afraid. There's no love. They have no love or respect for her. But they have an awe, a fear. And they are afraid of such a woman. Now some women think if they become flirtish, then the husband are better controlled. But their basic principle they lose. The basic Shakti that they have, they lose. And they land up in difficulties. So, the basic principle of a Gruhlaxmi is to respect her chastity. To respect her chastity. Outside, inside. That is the steadiness of it. Of course, most of the men take advantage of it. If the wife is docile or obedient, they make it a point that they just rule the wife left and right. All right? But this woman, the housewife, has to know that she is not docile. She is obedient to her own righteousness, to her own virtues, to her own qualities. If the husband is stupid, all right. He's stupid like a child, finished. But the husband has to know that he must respect, otherwise he is a lost case. He's finished. He's good for nothing. First thing is that he must see the woman in the household is respected as a Gruhlaxmi. Then the blessings flow. But in no way he should insult her or be unkind to her and raise his voice or say things to her. But the wife has to be the one who is to be respected. I have so many times said, your wife is dominating, give her 2 slaps on the face, of course, no doubt. She has not to be dominating. She has to remove the dominating forces of others. She is the source of peace. She is the source of joy. And she is the peacemaker. If she is the one who creates problems, then you can slap her nicely, bring her to her shape. It's all right. So it's a Gruhlaxmi Tattva is mutual. It doesn't depend only on the wife or the husband, but both of them. So once if you are making your wife suffer, your left navi can never improve. Or if you are a bad wife, your left navi cannot improve. Now in the West, the problem with the women is this, that they don't realize what is their power. An 80-year-old woman also would like to look like a bride. They do not feel their dignity and enjoy their dignity within themselves. They are the queen of the house. But they want to behave like cheapish, childish, young, frivolous girl. They don't feel the dignity of their being. They talk too much. They behave in a manner that doesn't behove a housewife. Like they'll take out their hands, talk like this, as the fisherwomen do when they sell their fish to someone and when they have to fight. Or they shout. Sometimes they shout also. I mean, this, I've heard they shout. And sometimes they beat their husbands. That's the limit. They start always comparing themselves with the husband to begin with. Like, I am such a rich man, a rich man's daughter. I am from such and such family. My husband is from such a low family. He has no money, nothing. He is not educated, so he'll treat him. Treat him in a manner that shows no respect. Such a woman will lose all her powers. Also in her own ways, she will feel guilty. She'll feel guilty because, first of all, nobody has right to look down upon anyone whatsoever, in Sahaja Yoga especially. Then to look down upon your husband is something unbelievable. He may not be a Sahaja Yogi, all right? He may not be up to the point. But by your behavior, by your strength, by everything, you can save him. But why are you losing yourself? By dominating others, by strangling others, by making your husband a very sort of a frog in the well, telling him, oh, we both are, after all, we should enjoy, let's have our house separately, nobody should come in the house, even a rat won't enter that house. Even to say, oh, these are my children, my husband, myself, is the negative of Sahaja Yoga. Is a negative form of understanding. These are absolutely absurd things. They do not look like for any Sahaja Yogi or any Sahaja Yogi. All this kind of selfishness, All this kind of seclusion is against surgery. But a thing of a housewife is, oh, now, how much should I prepare? For example, there will be 50 persons coming. So the husband says, but only 10 are coming. Why do you want to have for 50 persons? But maybe they would like to eat more. But then why do you have 50 plates? Maybe they might bring their friends. So she thinks of her generosity. She enjoys her generosity. I have known many like that. Those who say are not even such yoginis. They'll say, then, will you come, sister-in-law, will you come for dinner? Oh, I'm not coming. You cook too many things. Not coming. No, I'll cook very few things, but please come. Then she just starts thinking immediately, what vegetables are available in the market? What should I get? What is the best? I mean, I'm not their guru. I'm not their mother. I'm just a relation. But they want to express their love through the food. They are the giver of food. Annada. They are the Annapurnas. And this is one of the qualities, the generosity if a woman doesn't have. She is not a surgeon by any chance. Take it from her. Husband may be little miserly, doesn't matter. But wife has to be very generous. And sometimes she secretly gives money. Not to her own children, but to others. Such beautiful women have to be there in Sahaja Yoga. But I feel so sorry sometimes that the attack comes from the women of Sahaja Yogi. Not from the men on me. I am a woman myself. I feel shocked that the women should attack me like this. For what? In Sahaja Yoga, there is no domination of any kind. But all this so-called idea of servility and domination comes from the false ideas you have about your own dignity, about your own understanding. You are not aware of yourself. You do not know that you are the queen. Nobody can dominate you. Who can dominate? The lady who rules the household. If supposing the husband says, I don't like this color, all right, leave it for a while. Then somebody will come and say, what a nice color. He says, such a nice color? Oh, don't change it. The woman must understand the men. They have big eyes. They are not microscopic. They see everything in a big way, you see. So today they will say something. Tomorrow they will forget about it. And they don't have microscope. They are too above these things. They are above these things. You must understand as they are. But if he sits on the horse, I must also sit on the horse and fall down. If he goes for skiing, I'll also go for skiing. If he develops his muscles, I'll also develop my muscles. It is coming to that point. I mean, women start looking like nothing on earth. You don't know what sort of women these are with big, big muscles. You without any mustaches. So, this kind of stupid ideas we have. But there is no subordination of any kind. You are subordinated to your own dignity, to your own chastity, to your sense of honor, and above all to your righteousness. Because you are in charge of that. The man who is in charge has to look after that side. How many quarrels you create? How can you be quarrelsome when you are supposed to become the peacemaker? Supposing we send 2 peacemakers to some country to make peace, and they cut each other's throat. What will you say to such thing? You are the one who has to smooth down everything. You have the one who has to bring such expression of love, such sweet things, that the family itself feel rested in you, secure in you, because you are the mother. The family must feel secured within you. And this love is your power. This is your power, that you can give love. And giving love, you will find you will always enrich yourself. So the balancing comes through Navi, and Navi looks after you and teaches you how to be. For example, now, your left Navi is Gruhlaxmi. Gruhlaxmi is the deity of the household. But if you are too much outward tired, you are running a mad race. Say early in the morning you get up, read the newspapers, is against Sahaja Yoga again. Not to read newspapers in the morning time. You can read it in the night. But not in the morning. Because if you read it in the morning, you get upset. And for this spleen has to pour in more red blood corpuscles, and it becomes mad and crazy. On the contrary, in the morning, talk to your wife, talk to your children, look after your Gruhlaxmi. The wife has to be also Gruhlaxmi, as I told you. Then you have your food properly, sit down and eat properly. But no, just after that, upsetting that Navi, you jump into your car, taking your breakfast in your hand, eating on the way, honking at people, getting angry with them. The wife is calling, come along, you had no breakfast, nothing doing. You are on your way on a special work. You end up with leukemia, at least, minimum, if not with heart attack. Leukemia comes from left Navi when your Gruhlaxmi is ruined. The deity of Gruhlaxmi is Fatima B, the daughter of Muhammad. While the daughter of the sister of Nanak Sahib is on the left vision. We'll see that. Nanaki. Now, this aspect of life you never think about. When you get leukemia, then you will come to Mother, please cure me. And if you are rich, you will see to it that I cure that person. If I don't cure, you'll sit on my head. You'll bring 10 cars on my head unless and until I cure your leukemia. But if I tell you, my son, you take it easy. Life is not for making wretchedness out of you. What have you gained out of all this running about? Nothing but this horrible left Navi by which you are suffering, your family people are suffering. Only person who has gained is the doctor, or the doctors, or the hospitals. They won't listen. And you know, leukemia is such a fast developing disease of cancer that one can pass out within one month. Doctors will tell you, at the most you will live for 1 month, that's all. They will take all the money to give you this certificate. Very nicely. But why have that? Be patient with yourself, be kind to your Navi, look after your Gruhlaxmi. All kinds of diseases of the stomach come from this imbalance, this way or that way. All these great gurus came on this earth to give us balance, to teach us balance and tell us, don't do this and don't do that, all the 10 commandments. But to us, these 10 commandments have no meaning. Now I'll touch a point which is very important today for you people to understand about non-vegetarianism and vegetarianism, because this subject I wanted to handle. Because if they are vegetarians, they can't bear to see that Mother says it doesn't matter if you are a non-vegetarian. Because it doesn't go against your awareness. It does not. But drinking does. Drinking does go against your awareness. But not eating meat or not eating meat. But One has to understand. Now somebody told me that in Gita it is written that those who eat meat are tamogunis. I am surprised at Gita itself, because Sri Krishna himself in the very beginning has told Arjuna that you should go all out to kill all these people. Even your relations kill human beings. Your relations and your guru also is to be killed. Because I have already killed. Nothing is going to be killed by you because they are already killed. And he gave so many explanations that it should not be done. But he said, no, I tell you, you have to go and kill. Surrender yourself to me and I tell you. So how did he preach this ahimsa? I just don't understand in Gita. Now this seems to be a new introduction that the people who eat are tamogunis. They are not. They are never. They are rajogunis. If you eat meat, you become rajogunis, not tamogunis. Tamogunis are the people who eat carbohydrates. We have seen it in Sahaja Yoga. You have two types of diseases. One is lethargic organs and one is active organs. So those who are lethargic, having too much carbohydrates in them, and those who are overactive are having too much proteins in them. I mean, if you take proteins in the scientific way, will you become lethargic? I mean, ask any doctor. And then the doctor says Gita is all humbug because it doesn't understand what it is saying. And while you say like this, that we must follow Gita, I think somebody has gone wrong there and has written something wrong in Gita. They have written in Bible, they have written in every book. I'll tell you what they have written wrong in Bible later on when it comes to Christ. I think they just some people have put it there just wrong. Of course, if you eat too much meat, you get rajogunis. Then rajogunis become, as I have told you, right-sided people become very aggressive and they become ahankaris and they can harm. But the people who just eat grass can become lethargic, absolutely lethargic. They will have lethargic heart, if not active heart, they will also get heart attacks. And they will have lethargic intestines, by which they will get tremendous all the time, passing out of the stools, they will never be able to digest any food, they will be very weak people. So those people who have a lethargic heart or a lethargic, lethargic liver or lethargic intestines should take to proteins. I am not saying meats, but proteins. But a vegetarian doesn't take so much proteins. It's easier to take meat, there's no harm. But those who are active, people should take more to vegetables. It's sensible. Guru Nanak ate all the meats. Was he a bad man? These Marwadis who are supposed to be absolutely abstaining even from lasun and pyaz, was he worse than him there by any chance? What about Buddha himself? He ate meat because he died of eating raw meat himself. Only thing, you should not eat the meat of animals which are bigger than you, and not of a cow which is an Indian cow, especially Indian cow. Also bigger cows are not good because they give you a problem on the teeth. But smaller animals, even when I read Jainism, they said that you must save the bullocks, the cows, and you must save other animals, but they never said you must save goats and you must save chickens, because Mahavira knew we cannot give realization to chickens. What is the use of saving chickens and mosquitoes and also bugs? Of course, they are doing like that. Some Jain people save bugs and put it on a human being, and they take the blood of those human beings and they are paid for it. It's absurd, but they do it. For them, bugs are more important than human beings. Billions and billions of bugs cannot make a human being. All these absurd ideas we have in this country. So when I say you have not to be a vegetarian or non-vegetarian, you have to see what you need and eat that. But all the time your attention is in food itself is wrong. So there is no good in you people getting into these problems of vegetarianism and non-vegetarian. Of course, in the Western country, people should take to vegetarian food. Not absolutely, but more than what they have. While the people who are in India, who are vegetarians, will have to later on take. Otherwise, they'll have lethargic heart. I'll cure them once again, they will have problem. Then they will have to go for a bypass. Save money there. You cannot. You will have lethargic intestines. Then you will have lethargic liver. You will have all kinds of what you call cirrhosis, or maybe on the hand you might get all kinds of rashes and things like that, allergies. All these problems will come. And then ultimately such people look so peaceful because you see they are like cabbages. Yeah. If somebody is like a cabbage, then how do you give him a realization? You can't give realization to cabbages, can you? We have to have here chivalrous people, brave people, warriors. We have to fight the evil forces. And what can these people who are cabbages going to do for it? One has to understand the yatharth, the reality, and not to put your conception, because you are born in a Jain family, and that's why you want everybody to eat grass is wrong. Is wrong. The one who has to eat protein must eat protein. Now, what is the food for sattvic people? That much. You can't live with it. So, what I eat? Chana. Can you live with chana? It's protein. Chana, or you can eat meat, but not very heavy meats, lean meats, and ghee. And what I eat the most is honey. That's my food. Honey I eat, you know that. Honey I drink. But you can't live with that, can you? So you have to eat little carbohydrates, doesn't matter. But you balance yourself in Nadichakra. But there should be no attention on food at all. Actually, if you ask me what I ate in the morning, I won't be able to tell you. Really. I'm very bad. Because I have no attention on it. Whatever one gets, eat it. If you don't feel like it, don't eat it. What's so important is to enjoy every moment of your life.
Let's continue to meditate. we slowly open our eyes. Let's collectively raise Kundalini and put ourselves in bandhan. Thank you everyone for joining this morning collective, and happy Diwali.